What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Face Off Sports Network. I'm Anthony Servino, reporting that the Las Vegas Raiders have decided on a quarterback per head coach Antonio Pierce. He has named Gardner Minshew the QB1 for the team over Aiden O'Connell. Pierce cites that Minshew's experience is a big reason why he won the starting job. Now, Gardner Minshew has started 37 games in his career over a span of 6 seasons, while Aiden O'Connell had 10 starts last year in his rookie campaign. Minshew last year was his best NFL season. He made the Pro Bowl under center for the Indianapolis Colts. What is a Pro Bowl worth nowadays? I'll let you decide that, but he was still named to it anyway. So far this preseason, Minshew has looked the part. 16 of 33 for 212 yards and 1 touchdown. Very solid numbers, but nothing spectacular. Now, when it comes to Minshew's command and control of the offense and his decision-making capabilities, Antonio Pierce believes that is another asset, that is another strength that he has over Aiden O'Connell. Now, in the short term, Minshew's the guy, but I believe he's going to have a short leash because they do have a guy like Aiden O'Connell under center, and regardless, I don't think either one of these quarterbacks is the long-term answer for the Raiders. So the Raiders might want to see what they have in both guys this year, unless Minshew just has a good enough season to where this team is competing for a wild card spot in December. Now, in fantasy football, is there enough around Gardner Minshew to succeed? Absolutely. Davante Adams, Jacoby Myers, guys like Brock Bowers, Michael Mayer, Zamir White, Alexander Madison, an improving offensive line, a defense that is opportunistic, that's going to turn the ball over and give Gardner Minshew and the offense more opportunities. There are some things here we can say, hey, Gardner Minshew has a shot to be a productive fantasy quarterback, but I am not buying in. When we look at Gardner Minshew last year, again, it was one of his best seasons, if not his best season in the NFL. He was only the quarterback 23 in fantasy points per game in 16 games played, and the QB 21 overall. He threw 15 touchdowns, 6.7 yards per attempt, a 62.2% completion percentage, and 3,300 passing yards on 490 attempts. He also added 100 rushing yards and 3 rushing touchdowns. Are his weapons better with the Raiders compared to what he had to work with last year in Indy? You can say yes when it comes to receivers, but it is a downgrade in offensive line. It is a downgrade at running back. So Gardner Minshew, if he's throwing the ball and he's accurate, there is a shot that, hey, can he finish as a top 15 or a top 12 quarterback some weeks? Yeah, maybe. But last year, once again, 16 games played. He only finished as a top 12 quarterback in 3 of those weeks. So in fantasy, you want to take Gardner Minshew as your QB3 in a deep best ball league. If you want to take him as a QB3 in a super flex league, fine, I'm all for it. But if you're thinking about rostering Gardner Minshew in a 12 quarterback league or even a 16 quarterback league, I think that is fool's gold. I don't think Gardner Minshew has much to offer in fantasy. And as far as his weapons, maybe he gets the ball accurately enough to Davante Adams to make Davante Adams once again fantasy relevant. Because last year, Davante Adams had a boatload of targets, and he fell off with quarterbacks like Aiden O'Connell throwing him the football. Now, what is good is Michael Pittman had a breakout year with Gardner Minshew. Somebody like Josh Downs in his rookie year had a good rookie season with Gardner Minshew. But there's a big difference. Gardner Minshew had quarterback guru and one of the better young offensive coordinators, Shane Steichen, helping him out. Remember, those two were together in Philly, and Steichen had success in the past with guys like Jalen Hurts and Justin Herbert. Does Gardner Minshew still have the same success he had under Steichen with the Raiders? That remains to be seen. Until next time, I'm Anthony Servino. This is the Face Off Sports Network. We'll see you next time.